All right.
Sometimes, let's just address this right at the top. Sometimes we film 2 episodes in a day. And this is why we're in the same shit if you just watch the last video. But don't worry. This second episode, because, we usually drink on this podcast, is usually the best.
Yeah, so, I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go.
So,
every other episode is good.
We get our highest. All right. So, welcome. Thank you for joining a couple of Joes for your daily cup of Joe. We're going to get into a bunch of shit as we usually and normally do. Last video was not sponsored, but this one is. It's sponsored by my thriving libido. Don't worry, Hims has bottled some of this and they're also going to sponsor this video. In the form of pheromones. It's called Pheromones Joe. So now instead of a cup of Joe, you can have a vial of us.
Yeah, a little extra for it.
Spritz that shit on every time he wants a pussy. It worked for you.
We'll be selling our underwear after this as well.
Yeah, we took most of the stuff that's in that straight from Joey's anal glands. So. Speaking of anal glands,
shit.
last time, let me throw this away. Speaking of anal glands, not last episode, but a couple episodes ago, we got into some great topics about your former employment.
Yes.
And we haven't explored that further, and I think that we probably should.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know or you haven't seen that episode, Joey used to be a prisoner in a prison. No.
Same thing.
Yeah. He used to work as a jailer? Is that what they call it? Or
Yeah, basically.
a sheriff? Or what is it? You give me the official title, though.
Correctional deputy.
Correctional deputy.
Yes.
So official.
Very official. How to imagine everything.
And how many years did you do this for?
In total, it was like 5 years.
And what were the age when you did it?
I think I started when I was 21, actually.
Okay.
To 26. And that's when I got injured and retired.
Okay. Why? Why law enforcement? Yeah.
Why law enforcement? Okay.
Is that considered law enforcement? It is, right?
Yeah. I just wanted I could arrest people and do all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Why law enforcement? When I was young, 12, 13 years old,
Dumb and full of cum.
yeah, hopeful, change the world, that kind of attitude. I was more of one of those of like, I actually did want to like change the world. It wasn't like about any of the other shit. It was just, I felt like I could give something back. I could do something better, make the community better.
Service.
Yeah. That was legitimately the goal, was to like change things around.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to just like stay on like the line level. I wanted to like promote, do all that stuff. So I could actually like
change some real shit.
Yeah, get into invoking change and all that kind of good stuff. So
yeah, sounds like Obama's campaign. Hope, change.
Yeah, no,
it was actually around the same time.
Yeah, it was. Damn near. It's still, Obama was still president.
And the correctional deputy was not the first law enforcement job you had, right?
No, I started off actually with the Department of Homeland Security, and I worked for Border Patrol.
As a legit Border Patrol agent, like wetback exterminator. It's okay, I'm Mexican, I can say that.
And so why did I pick that as the first career? So this one was more of a selfish choice. I started off there.
I think I may have heard a little bit about this. Let's see.
This is young, dumb, full of cum.
Mm-hmm. Then I heard correctly.
Yeah. It's just, I wanted to get into the craziest shit I could. I wanted to go see the real shit wherever it was at. So when I was applying for like Oakland, Richmond, Detroit, New York, and Border Patrol. I applied for those. That's what I was looking to do.
Yeah.
And Border Patrol happened to be the first ones to call.
Yeah.
And it was the only one that I could actually afford to like go test, because Detroit called as well, but you have to fly out to Detroit.
Oh shit.
And I was fucking broke.
I'm looking for you to give me money. I don't know if you know how this works.
Yeah. Fucking broke. So they called and went through their whole process. I started when I was like 19 and a half is when I started the process. I didn't get hired until I turned 21.
Holy
Actually,
shit.
I wasn't even 21 yet when I got the job. I was 20 in 8 months.
This is in California?
Kind of. So when you get hired by Border Patrol, it took a long time, obviously.
Yeah.
A lot of different processes. You have to do a written test, do a psychological test,
How'd you fake that?
Hang on. All right, let's get into
I know this motherfucker.
let's get into the hiring process for Border Patrol. So the first part of the test is you gotta just make sure that you're
Sane.
just semi-smart, and
Okay.
not smart, just
Yeah. Can you get out of a paper box? Okay.
yeah, towing the line. But then they have one part of Border Patrol specific. They give you a fake language to learn in this time that you're sitting during this test.
Okay.
Fake language.
Romulan. Whatever.
It's like XXYZ.
Okay.
Fake words, fake letters. The whole goal of this is to see if you can pick up a language, if you have the ability to.
Oh, just understand the context or...
So they gave you a whole piece of paper on this is how this language works.
Okay.
And they give you 100 questions on, and again, this has been a long time, but this is how I remember it. They give you 1 or 2 pieces of paper you have to memorize.
Okay.
They teach you this language.
Right.
Then you take 100 question test to see if you have the ability to retain and apply learning languages at your age.
Okay.
You have to test them really high for it. I happened to do it. I passed it. Went on to the next thing. Then you do a physical test.
Yeah.
Running, push-ups, whatever. Psychological
Do
test.
they continue to test you on that? Because I see a lot of fat cops. I'm just going to say it.
Stand by. Stand by.
Thank you.
So the psychological test was the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. So it was at Travis Air Force Base.
Okay.
Already kind of weird.
Did they stick you with sodium pentothal?
Check this out. There's no bullshit here. When I told this story after I got hired, they're like, what the fuck did they do to you? So this wasn't the psych test. This was actually the lie detector test.
Okay. Which lie detectors have been proven inadmissible in a court of law?
Correct. So I go to Travis Air Force Base, check in, and they're like, we don't have you.
Who are you?
on this. Yeah. What the fuck are you doing here? And I was like, well, see my email. It says to come here. And they're like, we've never heard of you. We've never heard of that person. Get out of here. And I'm like, all right,
First
cool.
test or what?
So I email this person hey, they just kicked me out. And he's like, oh, don't worry. I'll come and pick you up. Just meet me at this Burger King. And I'm like, fucking sketch. Whatever. I really need this job. I'm broke as fuck. $20, you know? So he picks me up. We drive on base. All right, cool. So we go to this random ass building.
Nobody's there? Or
No one is there.
Okay.
Random ass building on the Air Force Base. It is run down.
So they're not using this that much.
This is not a used building. Shit is hanging off the walls. It looks fucking abandoned for 30 years.
Yeah.
So we go into this room. The lights are flickering on and off.
This is the first time you saw an asshole.
Oh, shit. So it's sketchy as fuck.
Okay. It sounds like
It's sketchy as fuck. So prior to a lie detector test, you have to go through a whole questionnaire. You have to fill out, send it to them. And 400 questions. So then they go over each and every one of those with
psych evaluation questions, like
those two, yeah.
delusion of grandeur. And
For specifically the lie detector test, there's another 400
shit,
questions. Okay. So we go through them all. Then he hooks me up to all the shit. So they hook you up to all this stuff. You got, your pulse monitor on your finger.
Right.
You're sitting on like a metal plate that, without socks, it measures your perspiration there. Two things around one around your chest, one around your stomach, a blood pressure cuff, and you can't move.
And an AI cock ring. Well, you can't. What do you mean you can't move?
So you have to put your hands there. You can't move.
Does that register a signal on the fucking thing?
Yeah. So like if you like just like twitch or like just try to like get yourself more comfortable,
Like you're like,
he'll be like, "Hey man, you can't do that." Like it just read off the charts. I have to ask that question again.
oh shit.
That's what it's intended to do.
How the fuck does anybody make it through this?
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Is they're not looking. I'm sure that there's something to it that you can read a lie.
Yeah.
All they're doing is
Can you follow directions?
getting you through this and then picking out different questions and saying, "Hey, I saw a lie on here," and you're nervous as fuck. Like, again, I don't have my car. I don't have a way to leave. You're hooked up to all this shit. It's a crazy ass fucking building. And they're like, "Hey, we got a weird reading on this.
Tell me more about that.
Tell me more."
Okay, so they're
And
just
like-
breaking down all the barriers.
And what they're looking for is for you to change an answer.
Right.
If you change the answer, boom, you lied. You tried to manipulate
done.
this. And I was just like, no, it's a fucking weird question.
I twitched my finger apparently on that one.
All right, I'm going to say a lot about myself.
I love this part.
The question that they got hung up on was, have you ever looked at animal porn? I swear, man. And I'm just like, the fuck? Like, what even is animal porn?
So you've looked at animals.
And I'm like, no, man. I've never looked at animal
Are
porn.
we talking two animals fucking? Or
I have no
it didn't
fucking
say,
idea.
It didn't say bestiality.
I have no fucking idea.
What is animal porn? One animal killing another one? Is that?
Maybe
is
I
that
was just
pornography?
confused by the question.
Your brain was obviously confused by it.
I think if you look at any animal, they're naked, so it's semi-porn.
Right? Like I think every day.
I have a dog, like,
But wait, no? I definitely see my cat lick its own paw. That is a tough question. You don't think it would be.
but I'm like, no, man. Like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, and even if I was super into squirrels fucking, what does that have to do with me doing my job?
So he's like, all right, let's get you set back up. We're going to ask it again. So I'm like,
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well.
this is a fucking softball. But now I'm fucking nervous that I'm wrong.
It's not. It's
So obviously I say no. And he's like, all right, that one came back clean. And I was like,
ow! I moved all over the place, motherfucker. I fucking tank twitched 20 times.
so yeah, fucking do that. Then you go through the psych eval. Psych eval is kind of weird.
That's with an actual psychiatrist.
Yeah, so you take like this 500. I mean, it is over 500
Grueling.
questions. A lot of them are the same questions, asked
Different way.
slightly different way to see if there's any variation.
change.
They do ask you. I always thought it was a joke or like satire of, oh, they're gonna ask you if you like Alice in Wonderland. I swear to God, it was on the test. And it was
Yeah. Love that fucking movie, especially when they're doing all the drugs. Oh my god,
best fucking
total
part.
relate. Get bigger. Get smaller. Yeah, I love that. I took a tincture right before I walked in this bitch.
I'll follow White Rabbit wherever he goes. Just go through all of that. Then I had to go down to San Diego to do a little bit more testing. It's a long fucking process.
That's why it
And-
took 2 fucking years, huh?
And here's the ultimate crazy part about this whole process. I'd done some research and they said one day you're just randomly going to get a call offering you the job. They're going to offer you 5 different places to go be. And you got 10 minutes.
You gotta pick one.
Got to pick one or else your offer's off the table. You have to restart the whole process over.
This seems like a bad way.
So again, you go months without hearing anything.
Right. Everything you need to do is done.
No. In between each of the processes.
Oh, in between each of them.
So like I did like the physical test.
So you can fall off in between any of those.
Any of these you can
Holy
lose.
shit.
So after you do the physical test, it was like 2 months before I heard anything back. I was like, I don't know if I failed or passed. No fucking idea.
That's crazy.
And then one day they just call you and be like, hey, next Tuesday, be here at this fucking place for your next test. And it's just like,
What do you mean? I'm already working at McDonald's.
so, yeah, I didn't have any like forewarning that this date was going to come.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a random Wednesday sitting on the couch.
What if you don't pick up?
Yeah, I think they try to recall.
They'll call back.
They'll call back. So I see a call come through on my phone. I was like,
It's a weird number.
weird number. Pick it up. And they're like, hey,
It says U.S. government.
hey, congratulations. And again, I kind of did some research and I knew that this could happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, anything west of New Mexico, I'll take. Anything in Arizona, anything in California,
Okay.
I'm all over that shit.
No Texas, no.
Didn't want Texas, didn't want New Mexico. It's just too far from home.
All your exes live in Texas?
Oh, one.
Wow.
No. So they called me and they're like, all right, hey, congratulations, you got the job. You got 5 places to pick from. And oh, by the way, your academy starts in 6 weeks in New Mexico.
So regardless of where you pick, you're going.
Yeah, still
New Mexico to learn.
Still going to New Mexico. So like,
But they're paying for that now, right? You don't have to fucking fly yourself out there. Right?
no, you got to fly yourself out there.
Oh my God.
So
What?
they offered me 5 places, every single one in Texas. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, all right, give me just a second. And so again, going back to the front part of the story.
Right. You had 10 minutes to say.
I was young, dumb, full of cum.
yeah.
I typed in, what are the most dangerous, like what's the biggest corridor for drugs in the United States?
Because you love Alice in Wonderland so much.
And it said Rio Grande City, Texas.
And
And
one.
that was one of my picks. And I said, that's where I want to go.
I'm in.
I'm in. And they're like, perfect. You got 6 weeks. You have to fly yourself out here. You have to put yourself in a hotel for 2 weeks.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. So I accept the
What
job.
kind of bullshit job is that?
So I accept the job. I have to now pack up. So here's how it works. So you have to go there for 2 weeks. You're doing like orientation
This
stuff.
is New Mexico you're talking about.
Texas first. So you're supposed to report to your
Where you're
where you're going to be going. So there's an orientation. There you do like a ride along, if you will.
Okay.
All that stuff to show you what the job's all about.
Yeah.
And yeah, 2 weeks you have to put yourself in a hotel. Whatever. I like took out a loan.
I'll eventually
in
get
order-
paid by this fucking place.
Yeah, eventually I'll get paid by this fucking place. So I get down to the border.
Okay.
Fly myself out there. Crazy fucking shit. It was awesome. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
I'm in. I got shot on the ride along.
Saw a dead body. First one.
First day or
Like on like the ride along.
on the ride along.
Across the border.
Right.
Because the river goes right there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
on the other side, some dude hanging.
Yep.
He's like, this is real shit. And I
Yeah,
was
they
like,
don't fuck around out there.
and I was like, I'm in the right fucking place.
Yep.
This is what I'm fucking here for.
Dead bodies and drugs, baby. My dick is so hard. One day, someone's gonna psychologically evaluate our podcast, and we're not gonna do well.
Oh, I'm not fasting anymore. I'm not fasting anymore.
He's too honest nowadays.
Yeah. No. So yeah, fucking crazy. So you do those 2 weeks and then you report to the academy in New Mexico. And you were saying, do they test you?
Yeah.
So in the first part of the process for Border Patrol,
Yeah.
you have to test then, and you have to test 2 weeks out from your ship out date.
Makes sense.
Make sure that you stayed up on your shit. 'Cause again, it's been 2 years since I last took it. I was in like the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
Killing it. I was ready to go. I think I was running like 7-minute miles. Like I was in great fucking shape. That's right before I tested. Then I go out to New Mexico and we're starting they test you on the 1.5 miles again.
Yeah.
You don't realize it, but New Mexico, in that part of New Mexico, is really fucking high in elevation.
Oh, that's going to kill you.
I've never run at elevation before. So I'm normally running...
Sea level, basically.
Yeah. I'm normally running a 10-minute, 15-second...
Which is beautiful.
1.5 miles.
1.5 miles.
10-minute, 15-second, 1.5 miles. That's what I ran 2 weeks prior, and I was running every day at the hotels. I hit my first one out in elevation, 1350. And
your lungs are on fire.
I'm fucking done, dude.
I got enough lactic acid in my body to fucking melt a cow.
So, in Border Patrol, I was not ready, like, because I was in really good shape. And I was working at the gym, like, that's all I did. These motherfuckers out there were on a different fucking level. Like, former Navy SEAL guys, like, I was not on their level. Okay. I was in, like, the bottom 10 of every single
hey, even less than the class passes, though, baby.
Yeah. They were intense. Their PT out there was crazy. That was the hardest. I've done 2 academies.
And there's the hardest?
That one was fucking insane. So I ended up leaving there because the pay is god fucking awful compared to California. In the academy, I was getting paid the same as I was getting paid to work at a gym here in California. Same.
Killing yourself. Literally destroying yourself every day.
Yeah, homesick as fuck. Leave Border Patrol, come back home, get a job with, I won't even say the county.
Yeah.
Get a job with the county.
As the correctional deputy.
Yeah. I go to that academy. Running even better now. I get out there. And some of the people in this fucking class are at like 18-minute miles.
Holy shit. Well, you don't have to run a lot in jail. On the border, you got to run.
So the question on do they keep fucking testing you?
Yeah.
Even when they are fucking testing you in the counties, they do not give a fuck. There were dudes that were like 400 pounds, like could not run. Did not have the
couldn't do it.
Did not have the ability to run.
The fuck are you going to chase equipment?
And passed.
If you got out of your car and you're that, I'm just going to run. I'm just going to run. I don't care if I was innocent.
So I went from that academy, and I mean, again, it was like military there. Like,
yeah, Navy SEAL type shit.
Like, you do this, you do this, you do this. And I get out here, and I'm just like, culture fucking shocked. Of like,
yeah, what the?
Why is this fucking it? This is fucking it. You know, again, I just didn't speak up in either academy because anyone who did speak up, fucking,
regardless of what you said,
shot down. You could be the most right person in the world, and you're fucking dead.
No, you want to be right or employed, motherfucker. Same thing with marriage. You want to be right or married.
So I did that academy, and that was my mindset because that's what I saw that you're supposed to do. And then I get out to the county, and I got pulled in after the first like couple of weeks, and they're like, why the fuck aren't you stepping up and like being like more of a leader? Because you've already done an academy. And I'm like, because I've fucking done one. I know what to do.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. And they're like, no, not out here. Like, we would prefer you to like speak up. And I'm like, still not doing it.
Yeah,
still not doing it.
Love your preference.
I love that for someone else.
Yeah, let's keep that in there. Good for you. You won't pay me more money? Because I'll do it then.
They're like, we just need you to be like a good influence, like towards like everyone who's not done one. And I'm just like, they should take my fucking lead here. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because God, I always viewed that as like the dumbest. We collectively were the dumbest fucking academy. That was the worst group of people, I think.
You're talking about the county deputy.
Yeah. So our class was fuck ups. We were in trouble for all kinds of dumb shit. We had people asking the dumbest fucking like.
So when you're fucking a prisoner, do you like? Do you put the condom in your pocket? Do you let him come inside you?
There were questions that I was just like.
It's amazing to me how many people in the world do not have common sense.
Yeah.
And are in positions that you would think require, at least, at minimum, for you to fucking have that.
Yeah. You see the study that came out of like 20% of people don't have like an inner thought process?
Yes.
I saw that in play. Things that you should probably run
Just
through
keep
your
it
head.
there. Yeah.
Like, let me filter this. Like, is this something that should be said out loud? These people were fucking saying.
Like, okay, I really, and I've heard of this. I do. And I understand that it is a true condition.
Yeah.
I just don't fucking get it. Like,
No.
what is in their mind then?
Oh my God.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Is it pictures and not words?
Or there's just nothing.
Is it nothing? And is that true happiness?
Oh man. I would think that it is. Honestly.
I think it is.
Because
Because the smarter you are, statistically shown, smarter you are, the more cynical you are, the more unhappy you are.
yeah.
There's a perfect balance of dumb where, like, Bert Kreischer has it. Bert, I love you. And you fucking know you have it. He is the perfect,
He would absolutely say
perfect fucking level of stupid. I don't know what you want to call it. Ignorant, I think, is the best word.
happy ignorant.
Ignorance is bliss, right? He's like that.
Absolutely.
Fucking, he knows enough to be successful in his career, be a comedian, be funny, but not enough to fucking be smart enough to worry too much about shit.
Yeah. Yeah. On the complete opposite. I fucking think about everything. Everything is happening up
And I
here.
fucking hate it. There's that one train of thought. There's 16. They're all talking at once.
They're fucking arguing. Yeah. Whoever yells the loudest is what I say out of my mouth.
Right. And usually, if you're in the fucking room, the loudest person's not the smartest one. Forgive us if we say stupid shit sometimes.
I say a lot of stupid shit.
I think that's the whole point of being, saying stupid shit. But at least filtering it through your mind once or twice before you actually say it.
You should hear the stupid shit that doesn't come out.
Right. Yeah, that's right. We probably all would look fucking dumb as shit if we
I'd
didn't
probably
have
be
that.
way fucking funnier.
Yeah, hey, you might want to let's see, get a couple drinks and some shit starts to come out there.
That's
Not that's not true. So, recently, the NFL had their draft.
Yep.
Are you a big draft person? Because I'll be honest, I'm typically not like the guy that sits in the fucking garage and has 8 TVs on, like, oh, we picked this guy from fucking, like, I don't really give a fuck until you show me something on my team. Like, you know what I do like is some of the draft videos that come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crying, oh, I was doing for you, coach. And I've seen a couple satire ones that are pretty fucking funny too. Got drafted today. Just put that in TikTok and you'll have a ball.
Yeah, I'm not. I have friends that like are deep into like the combine and like the whole lead up process.
Can I ask, are they alcoholics?
I
Do they need
I
a
hope
reason?
so. I fucking hope so.
Because they might just need a reason to drink, and this is a great one.
I'm not. I know the big names.
Yeah. Well, like the probably top 10 picks I might know.
And the first round, I know
full first
some
round.
of them.
Okay.
And I'll watch the first round just to watch what the Cowboys pick. I don't give a fuck.
Fucking loser, bro.
Nah. And then the rest of the rounds I won't watch, but I'll like keep an update on my phone of like, okay, the Cowboys picked this person, but I don't care about anyone else.
Yeah, I think I have the ESPN updates for the Niners. If they pick someone, I get the thing.
Yeah.
But okay, so from what you saw or what you paid attention to,
Yep.
what do you think? Yeah, like a steal? It was. I think the number one was obvious.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, number 1.
What do you think about what he did at the combine, though? He didn't participate. Basically showed up and was like talking to people, but then told people,
Yeah.
you can see me on film. I got plenty of shit on film." Like, is he already an asshole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Caleb Williams.
I don't think I do either. And I know very little about him, other than he's an amazing football player, and doesn't seem to have a bit of humble bone in his body.
Zero.
Yeah.
And I think that he's going to learn. It honestly doesn't even matter how good he gets.
Yeah.
You have Patrick Mahomes out there. He was a great role model, and Tom Brady and everyone before him, they all did it in a different way. Like Patrick Mahomes is not the most humble player in the NFL,
No.
but no one would ever say he's not a humble guy.
No,
So I
very
think that
likable
he is.
person. Very likable.
Very likable.
Now his rapey brother, not so much.
Not awesome.
Not a great guy.
But you have to have that likability. You have to be somewhat humble, and you have to have the likability factor. Otherwise, you're going to get crushed by the NFL.
Yep.
You are going to get crushed.
It is a huge fucking spotlight.
Yeah.
And unless you're Ocho Cinco level good, or Terrell Owens level good,
Yeah.
and both of these people I'm talking about could have had better careers had they been just a little bit more humble.
100%. 100%.
They would have been viewed better in the eye of the public, better chance at the Hall of Fame, all that shit.
Yep.
Like Christian McCaffrey is the most humble dude you'll ever fucking meet. And when he gets on the football field, probably the best player on the fucking field. Most times.
Yep.
Just a good old white boy.
Why'd you have to use the white player, man?
I know. It's a good old boy. Same thing. So why not do the white end? There's been amazing players like that. Like even Reggie Bush has been, humble as fuck and not had a great career, but Barry Sanders, fucking humble as fuck. I actually got to talk to that motherfucker not too long ago at the Tahoe Classic.
Oh, no shit.
You gotta go to it, dude. So every year we go to the Tahoe
I've done
Classic.
it one time.
Yeah.
And I want to do it again.
We're going in July, man. You gotta
Let's
come.
go.
You gotta come.
Fuck yeah.
It's a guy's trip too. I mean, the girls don't want to fucking sit out there on the course and watch sports stars.
Right.
Anyway, although last time there were some actual celebrities too.
Yeah, the one I followed the whole time because huge Tony Romo fan. It's my guy. If you ever see this, you're my guy.
Great guy too.
Yeah.
We'll engage with you, sign your shit,
Yeah.
all that.
So the group that I got to watch was Tony Romo, Steph Curry, and Justin Timberlake all in one grouping.
Yeah.
I didn't,
Justin Timberlake.
I didn't have to watch another one.
The Classic is where I found my hate for Justin.
Oh, yeah, because he's kind of a dick, huh?
Well, so we went. I'll tell this story. I will tell this story because I was a fan. Like, I'm a singer.
Yeah.
I appreciated his music, appreciated what he did. I was a fan. We go to the Classic, and I know he's usually paired with Steph. They know each other. They have a good time on the course. It's good to have those pictures on the 18th where they're hitting shots with all the people.
Yep.
And that's what I thought. And this was my second time going. I don't think he was at the first one. And at the first one, everybody was pretty much who they were at every hole. Like, Steph is amazing. And I've probably met him about 12 times now. And every time has been gracious. Every single time. So we're in a bunch of different groups. And JT is in Steph's group. So we watch him tee off. We do a bunch of stuff. And I'm with two younger kids. It's Mark's two younger kids. This was like probably fucking 7-8 years ago. So they're teenagers. They appreciate Justin. He's big at the moment. He's playing with Steph. I'm walking around with them. They're seeing all their sports stars and fans. We walk up to the putting green. They're all practicing. He goes to the far side. He's not engaging, talking to people. This is a pro-am. It's a fan event.
Yeah.
So first, right away, is cocksucker. Then we get into a position where we're walking between things. We're not just sticking with one group, right? So as we're walking, we stick with Steph groups for a little bit. Steph comes by. Like, what's up? We don't really get a chance to talk to Justin, whatever. We're at another group. Greg Maddux was there, who is a fucking serial killer. Greg, I know you kill people. Sidetrack to the story I'm telling you about. We go over to see Greg Maddox's team. And the kids really love him. They're into baseball. He's, teeing up. He's not in his backswing or anything. He's just setting up. And one of the kids I'm with, Mark Skitz, says, greatest pitch ever. Greatest pitcher ever. He turns around and he goes, thank you.
I had no idea what you were even going to say.
It was like the most aggressive, I will kill you right now. But then graciously thanked. And me and the kids looked at each other and were like, that dude kills people. That dude definitely has somebody locked up in his basement right now. Anyways, so we're walking from him over to go see Steph's group again. Or maybe not, actually. We're walking to go see another group.
Yeah.
But there's a small little bridge at one of the holes. I think it's between 7 and 8. And you have to go across it to get to. And we're crossing the bridge as their group has just teed off. So they're crossing too. And we see security and they're like, hold on. We're like, oh shit, something cool is about to happen. They're going to walk right by us again.
Yep.
Steph comes by first. What up, Steph? He's like, you're the dude that said go Wildcat. Because I said go Wildcat earlier.
Yeah.
Davidson Wildcat. Yeah. He like appreciates me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Daps me up again. The kids are like, yeah, Steph. And we go, JT. He's right behind him. He looks at the kids right in the face, turns his head, and keeps on walking. It's me to you, and we're the only fucking people there. Like, Steph was just so gracious with us.
Yeah.
And people have told me, like, give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe him and Jessica were having a bad day that day. I'm like, fuck this motherfucker.
It's all part of the job. You got to show up for your job. Like, I understand it's not the job on that day, but like, it's fan engagement.
It is. So just don't come if you're not into it.
Right.
And you're talking about small, impressionable children that liked your music, would probably go see you on tour right now if you hadn't been a dick to them.
Right.
And, maybe not a great fan, but you lost me.
Aaron Rodgers, same thing.
Really?
So he hit his shot. It went way right. So he's right up on the line. They had to actually move
a little bit back.
The rope.
Yeah.
They moved it out.
Yeah. So he's very close to the crowd now.
Yeah, I mean, like,
you can reach out and touch his sack
right there.
if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
He put his back to everyone. Did not say a word. Just folded his arms. Did not say a word to a single person. And there's a whole bunch of like Packer fans. He's playing for the Packers at that time. Whole bunch of Packer fans right there. Never even like looked at them. So he's not looking at them. Took his practice swing. Like, there's a tree right there too. He took his practice swing like behind the tree and then walked up, hit his shot as fast as he could, and then walked out.
Why go to these events? I don't get it.
More effort to avoid the crowd
Right,
than to just be like, hey, what's up, guys? Like,
now I bet just like Justin Timberlake, when they get on to 17, this is the hole that's right up against the beach. This is where people have the footballs that they have, and they have the things that people want to go down and drink with. They have beer bongs. They have a basketball, so the court so Steph can shoot or something.
Yep.
Every single one of them on that is, oh, I love the fans. I'm interacting. They're like, this is the one.
That's where all the fucking cameras are at.
Yep. So that same day,
Yep.
I bet he was interacting on that whole, like,
100%.
was great. So was Justin Timberlake.
Yep.
Oh, fucking shooting basket. Bitch, fuck you.
It just doesn't take a lot to like, because you have fans there. One phrase, make their whole fucking day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't involve you like having to shake hands with anyone.
Nope.
There's no conversation that needs to be had.
Nope.
Look up, go Pack, go. Like,
That's it.
That's it. All of those
And
people
you
are
can say
just
that
like,
every time to everyone.
right, fans for fucking life.
Yeah, dude. Fucking celebrities. Not only do they fuck everybody to get where they are.
Yeah.
More aptly, should I say, they get.
Yeah, just like think about like the long term aspects of your own personal brand by just doing that research.
Even if you are an asshole, don't act like it.
Right.
And obviously, the people that you like, Steph, are just, that's who they are as a person. They have to be, or they wouldn't. You could not pretend for this amount of time.
Right. It's like that show, The Boys, is actually a really good take on like those celebrity superheroes, if you will, and like what they are in their personal lives versus what they are in like the public life.
Yeah, man.
Like it was a good watch for.
Look at Will Smith.
100%.
Behind closed doors, he's a crazy Scientologist that'll slap you in your face if you say something weird. In front of open doors. He's just a gay philanthropist.
Cease and desist letters already here.
I feel weird about shit like that. Like I enjoy Will Smith as an actor. Like I like a lot of his stuff. Like
Yeah.
when he cries, it gets me. Like he gets me, man.
Yeah.
I want to be there.
Yeah.
But now I just feel like, can we do that? Can we separate the art from the artist? I feel the same way about Michael Jackson. Like I used to love his music. I'm not listening that much anymore.
Yeah. Like you can love Thriller, but like you have to know that he was probably touching a little boy as he
For
said.
sure, he was tongue deep in some little tiny guy. Like that's, man. So yeah, I don't know. Can we truly separate it, or I don't know if we can. I mean, back in the day, you didn't know. There was not this type of coverage on your favorite actor, your favorite sports celebrity. So they could have been a total dick, and if you didn't meet him, you didn't never. Babe Ruth was probably an asshole.
Like fucking OJ.
O.J. Simpson.
In the 70s, dude was...
He was the bee's knees.
Yeah.
He was fucking on airplane.
Burley was killing people.
Yeah, the Bengals, he was murdering white women.
He was Aaron Hernandez before Aaron
Oh
Hernandez.
my god. Has there been any really good documentaries about that? I feel like there has been like a 30 for 30, and I want to actually have like Tom Brady and fucking Bill Belichick. I don't think they're willing to talk about it.
There's one out there on Netflix. I have not watched it though. It's on
Netflix, really?
on here on Aaron Hernandez, but I have not watched it.
Okay, we might have to watch that one and speak on that. Like, what kind of fucked up mental capacity do you have to be a millionaire and wanting to be still thugging it, dealing drugs, and killing people on the side?
John Moran. Look at John Moran.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's enticing, right, to be that cool or whatever the fuck they think there are.
Right. Hell, Drake might even be entering that category right now. Have you seen his shit with Kendrick Lamar?
I've seen some of the diss tracks.
Yeah.
Let me say, like, I'm with some of the shit if we keep it. Let's not have like old school West Coast East Coast beef.
I feel like
I know I feel like it's coming there. Let's not shoot each other. I'm all good with let's get in the ring and fight or something, or even in the street and fight. Let's not kill each other. If you have some shit to say, let's say it though. I like what we're all saying.
I think everyone can monetize this in a great way.
Yeah.
Do your diss tracks. That's great. Fucking 8 Mile it on TV.
Yeah.
Go at each other. Fuck. Get some boxing gloves. Sanction that shit.
Yeah, sanction that shit.
Go at it.
Yep. And nobody can.
The guns. Leave the guns out of it.
Yeah.
Fucking go at it. You guys can fight on TV.
Yep.
And it's going to make a fuckload of money. You guys can rap against each other live.
Battle rap live. Yep.
Yep.
Fuck ton of money.
Fuckload of money.
Everyone can win here.
Everyone can win.
And the more that these people hate each other, the better they can win together, which is weird, but
Right. And I hope that's what they're doing. I hope that they're all smart enough to like see the actual money part of this and be like, hey, we can make a fuckload of money off this shit.
yeah. It's kind of the first time in a while since, well, I guess Meek Mill. There was some shit going on between him and Drake, right? Mm-hmm. When Puppy stole Meek Mill from Drake or whatever. I saw this TikTok where some guy was going around high school. He's like, do your best Meek Mill impression. And everybody's going, oh, fuck.
Best line on any track.
Somebody should sample that shit and put it in the song. Why is that motherfucker in jail yet? Can somebody please tell me why this motherfucker's not in jail?
Yeah, what is happening with that?
What is happening? What's going on? Puff, who'd you pay off, man?
Someone needs to be arrested and no one's arrested.
Yeah, what do you got in iCloud? Because they stole all your hardware.
Microwave that shit. Like a professional.
He's got something on a thumb drive up his ass somewhere.
New record. We've said ass one 4 and meaning the starfish.
Yeah, they need the actual asshole.
4 episodes in a row.
All right, the running theme. We'll make sure we mention brown stars in every episode. You got to stick around because you love shit like that, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna get creative.
So creative.
We're not just gonna say it for shock value.
No. It's getting them weaved into conversations. Why is weaved and asshole in the same sentence sound funny?
We're gonna insert it into different parts of this. Nice and slow.
Slowly, gently, well lubricated.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, the asshole does not lubricate itself.
Oh, shit.
So we usually don't talk about this on our podcast, but what's the last book you read?
It's a great transition point.
Why was he anti-intelligence podcast apparently?
We're actually watching this because I don't read books.
Yeah.
We're watching this new show on Netflix. I don't know how the fuck we stumbled across it, other than it was like on the top 10.
Yeah.
And I looked it up on Rotten Tomatoes, and it had like a 98.
Pretty good.
And I was like, okay, that's worth watching. But it's fucking weird. It's called Baby Reindeer.
Aha. I have watched 6 episodes.
I think I'm about 6 deep as well. And
Here's a weird thing.
it's a trip.
It's crazy trip. I'm 6 episodes in. I want to watch more. Don't know if I like it yet.
Exactly where I was going with that.
I don't know. I don't want to. I kind of don't want to see the rest. It's just not.
It's like not one that you're like, oh, I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to go watch an episode of this. It's more like, I feel like I need to.
Yeah, I kind of want to feel how this pans out.
And it's kind of like how the guy felt in the show.
That's exactly it.
Like, I don't really want to talk to you, but like, I feel like I should. And that's how I feel about this fucking movie.
What a great director to capture the essence.
Really, like, fuck yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, it's about a stalking case, really. Mm-hmm. And it's a true
real.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And God bless the internet. They're able to I saw a TikTok the other day where they tracked down the people that are involved.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And apparently it wasn't really that well hidden. I mean, names are changed and locations, all that stuff, but we know who the comedian was. And then they found the girl on Facebook who was the stalker, who looks exactly like the girl that's playing her.
Yeah. It's weird.
And it's crazy to think that exists. And it's not just, I mean, maybe a small percentage, but there are hundreds of thousands of people in the world that is their reality. Like, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, watching it, like, I can see it, like, I can see, like, the empathetic, like, feeling bad for someone, and then that being taken out of context, and then really just, like, fucking up.
Taken advantage of, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people pleasers, nice people. You gotta, and I'm bad at this too, but you gotta find a way to set those fucking boundaries, especially in those situations.
Yeah, I'm bad with it. As well, just like, you just want to be nice to people because, like,
yeah,
you feel
I
bad.
probably fuck that girl. I'm just that nice of a guy.
All right, let's do this.
Fuck it. If you're gonna do this anyway, if you'll be around all the time. But I am interested to see how, like, maybe it comes to a head in a crazy police interaction or some.
Right.
But it seems like when they found her, she was like, she's living a normal life. Still says she's a lawyer and all this other shit. Who knows what's true?
Yeah.
Fucking stalkers.
Yeah.
I think there's an essence, and I think they kind of try to portray that too, is that he also kind of gets something from it himself. Like, she likes him so much, and she's pursuing, and
right.
Like,
I think he's unhappy with his own life as well. So, like, I don't. It doesn't really capture it in the series, but I'm sure that the real person, like, at the same time, he's like not attracted to this girl, but inside he's like, at least somebody does,
right?
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, loneliness can be a bitch. Making you win shit with weird holes.
Which is another part of the show as well. She just got to watch to get that because I'm not saying anything else.
Definitely watch. It's interesting as fuck. I never like watched it and was like bored or anything. It is slow. I'll say that. It's slow, but the stuff that's happening, if you're really paying attention, is like each episode definitely gives you more insight into how this person's thinking and how crazy that she is and how he's letting this happen and how these situations can come about so easily.
And they're quick episodes. They're only like 35 minutes. So
Yes.
it's
You can get through it really quickly.
yeah. And the whole time you're just like, huh. It's not like, oh man, this is good. It's more like,
Yeah. That's interesting.
huh.
Yeah. Two ugly people.
I can see this.
This looks like real life.
Although it is terrifying because before every single episode, it does say that there's going to be nudity or something like that, and it's terrifying because you don't want to see anyone on the show naked.
Yeah, there's no one.
No one.
You might see a couple assholes. That's what we're saying. Oh, dude. Speaking of movies and shit like that, did you watch Poor Things?
No, I have not seen it yet.
So this movie won Oscars.
Yeah.
Emma Stone. It is not cool at all. The basis of the movie is this woman jumps off of a fucking bridge
Okay.
whilst pregnant. The guy finds her, is able to remove her brain and replace it with her baby's brain. Okay? The rest of the movie proceeds to be her exploring her sexuality. It's basically a porno where Emma is a child in an adult's body getting fucked by multiple people. And as soon as when you think it's a social commentary on something, oh no, it doubles down. Please watch it. And give me your take on it.
Wow. That's
Like, it's amazing. Emma Stone's incredibly naked, and she's incredibly attractive, and she's fit, and it's great. Like, all that stuff is cool.
yeah.
But the premise is so crazy. The premise is like, here's what we're doing in Hollywood. Here's what we're doing, and let's give a bunch of awards to it.
Like we're not technically fucking kids. That's been like 10 episodes deep now at this point of don't fuck little kids.
Right.
But here we are, like,
Which we should not have to talk about on any fucking episode, by the way.
yeah. But here we are. Here's a movie winning awards of like, you're kind of fucking a kid, but you're not.
But no.
No.
It's fine.
Your body's old enough.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
And I thought it was in for something completely different, man.
I am blown away because I thought it was more of like a different, because I mean, kind of in the same way of like Frankenstein a little bit, but I thought like he like made a girl.
And even that would have its own fucking problems.
Right, totally. Well, I still have a problem with it. I would not do it. But I mean, you could buy sex dolls.
Less of an issue, right? Less of an issue.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, that's my take on it. I guess some other people took other things from it, but it was an obvious concern for people seeing. Like,
Yikes.
yeah. I don't know, man. Seems just more and more clearly they're telling us exactly what they're doing, and we don't. We're like, cool.
This is a great movie.
Let's watch Emma Stone cry when she gets an award for being fucked on film 18 times at least.
Jesus.
Now, you should watch it for that. Remember, Emma Stone has an adult brain. Obviously not fully developed, or she wouldn't have done that movie.
Oh.
Have you seen Maniac?
Mm.
Okay, that's really good. She's also in it, but Jonah Hill is too.
Okay. So I've seen 20 minutes of it.
Okay.
I don't know why I stopped it.
You gotta watch the whole thing, man. It's crazy because they're like doing this experiment where they're almost going into each other's minds, sort of. So each episode they get to play almost different characters, but going through the shit that they're going through in their real lives, but connected. It's really cool. It's really
Interesting. Cool. Okay. I'll have to give it a shot.
And Superbad. How could you not like Jonah Hill and Emma Stone back together? The movie that launched them both.
Yeah. I love Emma Stone and Jonah Hill. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give that one a shot.
Sometimes you start watching something and it just gets pushed down the end.
Yeah.
And then you're continue watching is so many things long, it just doesn't come back up.
Emma Stone's done some really good stuff. I looked her in, this is a chick flick, but Easy A was good back in the day.
Easy A, yeah.
Super hot.
Her first foray into softcore porn. We call that lore.
Yeah.
Light porn.
Super hot.
Well, if you like that, you get a love porn thing.
She was also underage in that one. Well, she was in high school, so.
All right, fellas and folks, that's going to do it for this edition of Cup of Joe's. Thank you again for joining us for your Daily Cup of Joe. We appreciate you watching. Please hit that like button. Watch our shit. Drop some comments. Is those topics you want us to talk about? Please talk. Please.
Comment so that we can talk to you. Come on the show.
We would love
to have you.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.